I got a mid-handicap golfer to test the brand new Wilson
Wow, that looks a lot bigger.
Dynapower irons and the Dynapower MAX. Now, this is how they look. This is how they feel. These are his brutal and, I'm going to say, very, very honest opinions of what he thinks of
What a ball
Wilson's
flight.
offering in 2025.
That's a lot higher than what I would normally get.
And to be honest, it's safe to say, I was a little bit surprised at what he was saying. He didn't hold back. We have right here, Gary, some brand new Wilson products. I've not even taken them out the box yet.
Yep.
They're the new irons. I actually don't even know what irons they are. I want you firstly, we're going to unbox them together. I want you to have a look at them, what you think of the look, everything down to the back, the front, how they sit, and then we're going to get you to hit. But first, these are what you're gaining right now. So we're going to compare. And you got fitted for these, right?
Yes, I did, yeah.
Okay, so just to be clear, we're gaming right now stealth irons, and this is going to be interesting because I think there's sort of a good comparison between these in this test, if they're the irons, I think. So all on think at the minute. And what do you like in an iron? As I start unboxing these, what do you like in an iron?
These ones give you a lot of, give you confidence down at the ball. It's quite a big footprint behind the ball.
So you like quite a big head size?
I think...
Or could you play off index 7.7?
Yes. So any forgiveness, I'm taking it. Even though, you know, maybe the next set of irons I get fitted for, I'd maybe go for something a bit more sleek.
But it's interesting that, so, because so many people, and guys, if you agree with this or disagree with this, like, so many people would rather go for something that looks, let's say, sleek up to start with, because they're so bothered about what people think about the irons. Are you saying you're more in the camp of, I don't mind if it's big, if it works, it makes me play better golf?
That was the decision on the day for me.
So you got fitted?
I had two options. One was the Mizuno's hot metal and versus the stealth, and the stealth numbers were better. I liked the Mizuno's look better, but I just went with what was giving me more distance, to be honest, and these have worked out quite well.
And that's so
refreshing. They're not, probably maybe not the best looking, but you know, they sound decent.
Right, so we're going to compare 3 irons in each, a 9-iron, a 7-iron, a 5-iron. I want to see which one suits you best. I know you're not fitted, but let's just see what happens. So, which box should we go for, left or right, you tell me?
Go for left, mate, these ones.
Right, cool. Let me find a club in here. Oh, they are the ones that I thought. So this is such a good comparison to what you've got. This is the 5-iron, so here we go. These are the Dynapower irons. Do you know what I mean? These are a great comparison to what you've got right now. And I think Wilson are like a brand which is so underrated in the sense of you don't really see much about them. I keep banging on about this. You don't really see much about them. They're sort of quite understated, not heavy marketing. All right, have a look at them, Gary. Let us know your thoughts. No one really cares about my opinion. They all care about yours.
It looks nice.
Why does it look nice though? What are you thinking?
It looks nice finish.
So the brush look?
Yeah, really nice finish. It's actually, even though they're quite thick sole, when you put it down to the eye, it actually doesn't look that bulky.
You're right. You're right, because my first impression is that sole's really chunky.
Yeah.
Overall appeal. I think they look quite tasty then. So that's the 7 and that's the 9. Have a look at those as well. Grab those in your hand. Now I know you have quite much thicker grips on yours. You've got +4s all the way down, so that's not something we got on these. So overall, blade size, how do they compare to what you've got?
It's probably very similar.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I like the brush look. I really like the brush look. I actually like the shelf appeal at the back as well.
Yeah, the face looks really nice. The face looks really nice. I think as you get to the 5-iron, you can see the back of it.
Just a little more.
But if anything, that just gives you confidence that you're going to hit the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think because of the sole so thick that you're probably going to come through the turf quite easy.
Yeah.
So you probably hit the good shots. Yeah, I think they look really good.
I think that's a really impressive start. Okay, I'll get the other ones out here. I'll get the 7 and the 9. Okay, these are a little different again. Here's the 5. Now these are even more game improvement by the looks of things.
Right.
So it'd be interesting to see the difference here. If you look at this here, you've got a bit more of a cavity. Well, that's more built in. For me, they're like a copy of what you've already got.
Yes.
Which is great for us to see a comparison. These are the Max. So you can see here, a little bit chunkier, and imagine we put this down behind the ball. We'll get Gary's opinion on this in a second. It's going to look a lot bigger at that address position. But I think this is quite a tasty looking iron too for that Max model. All right, there's that. Let me get that one off. Give you that one to have a look at and do a trade. Wow, that looks a lot bigger. So compare the 5s there. Have a look at that, everybody. What are your thoughts on them?
It kind of almost looks more hybrid.
Yeah.
It's like an iron hybrid.
So, I mean, would that be something that you would like? Or is that just too big for you, would you say, at your level? I'm not saying in that big-headed way.
See if it worked. I'd maybe consider it, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'd prefer the one on the right.
Yeah.
Because it looks still forgiving, but yeah, this one looks as if you could give it. It looks as if it's going to go far.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It might launch quite high though. Is that what the difference is?
Yeah. So I mean, essentially, when you got a max iron, I mean, if I hold these up here and I've got the 9 iron here, just to compare the soles. Look at those there. Look at the differences in the thickness. This is the 9.
Yeah.
So when you only got a bigger sole, that allows the manufacturer to put the centre of gravity lower and further back.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime it's lower and further back, that's going to increase spin. But with that, you're also going to increase launch. So, for example, the category of player that I would suggest that would be in this is someone that struggles to launch it high, struggles with ball speed, struggles with distance, because they're going to be strong lofted but still high launching. And you can also see this is going to be a bit more confidence inspiring. Soles a lot bigger, like you said, a little bit like a hybrid, to be fair. Mm-hmm. Whereas this is sort of a great blend of, I would say, some tech in here, but a little bit sleeker looking.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in seeing how these perform for you. But let's start with these first. Let's start hitting some away. So first off, you're saying you'd much prefer these versions, just the Dynapower, not the Max.
Yes.
I think I'd have to agree. Look a bit clumpy and cumbersome, don't they? Have a look down behind the ball. Yeah, I don't like how you can see the back edge. There's a bit more offset as well. So
yes, face is closed, you mean?
Yeah, exactly that. So offset means that bit in the heel there, if you look where the hosel is, it sort of sticks out a little bit more. Right, yeah. So offset was built into an irons and some drivers to stop people missing out to the right. Yeah. Not great for you.
Not great for
Right, should we get hitting some?
Yeah.
It's a cold day. So I've got some data here. Can we just hit a couple with your... So it's fair. Let's just get you some give me some numbers. So with 9 iron, how far are you hitting them, roughly, with your 9?
Carry 130, 135.
Yeah. Then you got 7 iron?
7 irons, maybe 155, 160.
Okay. And then 5 iron, roughly?
5 iron, 180.
Okay, cool. So just as a little bit of a comparison, this is nothing, we know we're not fitted for these. People want to see your opinion and how you hit them. Like, because we don't see this on the internet. We just see pros hitting it. Well, of course it's going to be all right for a pro. But yeah, they should be. Yeah. Any club should be. There's no bad clubs now. I'm not saying any of these are bad, but I want to see, like, most people won't get fitted. They'll just buy clubs off the shelf. Irons. I know it's getting less and less. But how do these now perform? So things I know you think about is sound. We'll have a look at ball speed, the carry numbers, how it sits, how high is it going? Is it going further? Is it going shorter? Mm-hmm. So let's get to testing it.
Sure.
So we're going to start off with the 9 iron of the Max model. I'm really excited to see how this goes. So this is the Max model, which is Wilson 1. Right, 9 iron. Let's see what we go. So just remind everybody of what your 9 iron goes. 135-ish, you said?
Yeah, 130, 135.
Right, I don't know, let's see. I'm expecting some high launch on these. So we're aiming just straight down the sort of corner of these posts. Whew, how about that? They sounded quite dull. How did that sound to you?
That sounded, it's certainly different.
So 123 that was, but it's really cold today. So let's say you get hit one more, then we'll ask you about the feeling. It's hard to...
Yeah,
that didn't sound like I thought. Usually I see a set of these irons, I'm like, they're quite harsh on the ear. It's really loud. Right, go again for me.
That's a lot higher than what I would normally get.
In a good way or a bad way?
Yeah, a good way.
Yeah, I quite like that. I really like that for you. So that one there was 119, so quite considerably shorter, but we've got to take into account that these are range balls and it is cold. So you usually hit it 130, 135. That probably computes into 125 with these, roughly. Yeah. Just so people can sort of get a gauge. So we're not comparing what you do on the course to this. We're using range balls right now. Mm-hmm. In fact, can we just get you to hit one of your 9 irons? I think that's a fair thing to do here. So overall there, let's tick a few things off, everybody watching. The Max model, what are you thinking? Are you thinking the sound's good?
Yeah, the sound is nice, yeah.
How does it sit down behind the ball?
It looks nice. It looks nice and clean.
Okay.
It's a nice finish.
Yeah?
Yeah, and pretty much is similar, size to the Stealths here.
Feel off the face. I mean, Gary, you've literally got them straight out of the middle. Look where you've got them.
That's actually quite decent.
Look at that. Did it feel hard? Did it feel soft?
It felt It felt a bit hard.
Okay.
It did feel a bit hard, yeah.
A bit powerful, a bit over hard. I want to say
No,
over.
no, it felt, yeah, it felt quite nice.
Okay.
Obviously the centre of the face.
So this is now just one with Gary's 9-iron, just to get a baseline. Just hit one away for us on a decent strike. Beautiful shot.
So obviously this has completely changed.
Yeah, we just did a lesson before.
So I think the distance might change because of the
Yeah, because you were hitting it really
low and
flat.
with a draw.
So just to give you some idea there, you've basically hit the same distance.
Hit the same distance, I would expect.
Yeah. So just as a guide there, that went 122. The average with the 2 shots with the Wilson was 121.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we go 7-iron now?
Yeah, sure.
With the Max model. So feedback so far is it feels quite hard off the face, but I really think like this Max model is going to really benefit golfers in the longer clubs because that's where you get the benefits.
That looks really nice.
What do you like about that then?
It's really clean.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too bulky.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks nice.
And do you like the top line?
Top line's not too thick. It's,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cleaner version of the Stealth.
Yeah,
The
and
Stealth's,
this is the Max model, right? So this is not the sleeker looking one.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really positive thing for Wilson. If they can produce good, what can I say this? It doesn't look bulky, but you get all the benefits of it being bulky. I think that's a massive thing. Because a lot of people would, I mean, maybe I'm putting words in your mouth here. Would you buy a set of irons based on looks and performance, or just performance? I know you had this sort of...
I'd probably go for the looks now as well.
Yeah, you've got to have a bit of both, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you're getting the performance of maximum forgiveness and a bit better launch,
Yeah.
but you doesn't look like that, then that's a positive. And when I'm asking these questions to Gary, get down below in the comments, let us know what you think as well. It's really important you let us know what you think. Right, Gary, let's hit these away. This is now the 7-iron in the Max model. So roughly you said around, what was your 7-iron?
155, 160.
So let's say 140 now.
Yeah.
With range balls and cold.
Changing, yeah.
Little push.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to keep the lesson feelings going.
That's fine. I mean, everybody has this. When you're getting a new set of irons, you're always going to be working on your game. So that's a really important point.
It felt like a good strike.
Really good strike. So ball speed there, just to give you an idea. So you carried that 135, okay? Your ball speed was 98.9, so a little low. You were over 100s before. And your club head speed was 79.5. So not sluggish, but I think you got better. You left the face a little bit open. So let's go again. Oh, that was peachy.
That's probably a better strike.
That sounded great. They sound way better than I thought they would for a Max iron.
Yeah, it's nice.
Huh, that's just knocked out the park. 154 carry, 109.7 ball speed, 81.3 club head speed.
A bit more.
Let's go one more. Compared them to yours, so yours are 2 or 3 years old now. Compared to yours, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I would definitely give them.
And it's mad, isn't it? Straight off the shelf. Just left it a little bit open. Let's take one more with them.
Yeah.
Still though, that carried 147.
Yeah. Okay.
And still a good ball speed. Ha, what a strike. That ball flight's totally different after that lesson.
It totally is.
152, really, really consistent there. Really consistent. Right, so everybody watching right now, they're thinking, are you thinking you love the look, you love the feel, you love the sound? Do they feel too powerful where for a low handicap like yourself, you're like, could I hit that over the back? Could I get one that flies off? Or do you feel like you could have total control over it?
The height on them's great, the launch, and it sounded good. It feels good.
Hey, what about that total? 165, 152.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, you're not even swinging this out your boots, nice and smooth.
No, I'm still, just
cold.
Yeah.
So, just look at that dispersion there. That's where we're sort of at. I mean, you hit a little bit of a row.
That's unusual for me.
This looks really tasty in terms of that dispersion.
Yeah, the two difference in the clubs there.
Yeah.
The 8-iron would sit in there. Yeah.
The iron would sit like right in between.
Yeah.
Right, let's go 5-iron. Still the same Max model. Now, you said when you first looked at this, the back you could really see the back of. Now, some golfers would say that's not a good thing. What is your opinion on that? So what we mean by that is, have you ever looked at this? What a lot of people don't like sometimes is to be able to see this back bit when you're looking down.
Yes.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
It gives you confidence.
So
I
you
don't
think it's a
bad,
positive?
Yeah, I don't think it's too
Okay.
bad.
And let us know what
No.
you think in the comments, because I think this will really split people's opinions. Because some people go, oh, I don't like the look of that. Other people go, you know what, yeah, like you just said there, I'm in the camp that it'll make me feel more confident.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, let's hit some 5-irons away.
If it's a total blade, then it's...
Oh, I mean, do you ever see those Ricky Fowler blades? They've got the copper ones. Have a Google when you get home. I had a set stupidly, and I wondered why my golf went really bad.
Right.
So this is the 5-iron in the Max model. What a ball flight.
That was all right. Nice.
High, low, struck good, struck bad.
Struck all right.
Straight down the banner that was. 161 carry. On a day like this, is that where you think it should be?
I think if I wanted to try and get more in, I could.
You could?
Yeah.
I think got to bear in mind right now, we've just had a lesson.
Just swinging nice and easy.
Yeah, but that's what you don't want to buy a set of irons based on your Sunday best, because that's the
Yeah.
worst thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
You want to buy a set of irons based on your average. What's going to happen when I'm feeling just, you know what, okay about my game. Right, okay, one more.
I went for that one a bit more.
Oh, I love the launch on that.
That's really good.
That sounds great as well. I don't like this. I don't.
Snappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
165, 117.3 ball speed, 83.4 club head speed. That finished 182. Really tasty.
Yeah, that was decent.
I like that a lot. I like that until we've shook them. So they're even a little bit out of the toe. Just tight. I mean, it's still a great strike. You're thinking, bloody hell, legs, that's out the middle.
It's still bad. I know it's still.
But you know what I mean? If that's slightly out the toe, being really picky, like if you're like a robot,
Yeah.
and they're still getting good launches.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I guess that's at 4. So in terms of like a Max club, give me a rating out of 10 of them for like the sound, the feel, the performance.
Rating out of 10.
Yeah, your opinion. Like literally, this is just your honest opinion as a guy, as a member of a golf club who plays a couple of times a week, every day.
8.5.
Why not? Why 8.5? What's stopping it getting to be a 9? Or is it not a 9?
I think the sound. I don't know if I like the sound.
Oh, you don't like that?
I think if you were in a range right now, not outside, it might be a bit overpowering.
So it's too loud?
You would maybe hear it crack.
Okay. It's interesting because, like, I think it sounds totally different when you hit compared to what I hear.
Yeah.
Like, I think it sounds quite nice, but at the same time, you get different acoustics from when you're hitting the shot yourself versus when you're hearing it as someone stood to the side.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll stick. Yeah. I think the sound, it feels a bit hard feeling.
Feels hard, and the sound completely fine.
Yeah.
Like for a good player, that the feedback that I would say is like, I'd probably say the same thing. I don't want someone to feel too hard where suddenly I could hit a shot that goes 10 yards further in the shorter irons.
I think that could be the case. So I think once you get going with these, you could have a
one that goes,
hot one. Yeah, definitely. But so far, there's been pretty consistent.
very
so
consistent.
I think it would take time.
But feel's a big thing. So
Yeah.
don't underestimate that. Right, let's go into the 9.9 of just the Dynapower model. So now we're looking at the next one. Gary, just come and show everybody what we're going to be hitting now.
Yeah.
So these are the bit more sleek looking ones, probably like the comparison of what you have, a closer comparison.
Right.
So we'll hit 2 9-irons, 2 7-irons, 2 5-irons, and then we'll get Gary's ratings of these.
These actually feel smaller now.
Well, yeah. The blade length, I think, is a little smaller.
Yeah,
the top
definitely.
line then is a little thinner as well. Beautiful strike, that. Talk to me about that hit.
That felt really good.
And that's a different sound, isn't it?
Yeah, that felt nice as well. Similar feel, but
It sounded different, it sounded softer.
yeah.
Okay, that carried there 134. You're starting to trust the swing a bit more now, I think.
That 134, and it had a bit of a fade.
And in the range ball.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Really good.
Oh,
Bit of a pull, but that's a lovely strike.
I did feel like I've
You've really
turned that one over.
146, so a bit of a tug.
Yeah,
Okay, let's hit some 7-irons.
that's really nice.
First impressions, are you more on board with that club
yeah,
than...
straight
yeah.
away.
I could tell. And you know what, it's a mad, right? You said this before, like, when you got fitted for your irons, you're a bit like, oh, well, I went with the numbers. But if you put something down and you're like, yeah, I love the look of that, then...
That's really nice. I really like that, actually.
Interesting. I have to agree. Personally, I mean, when I was first asking you the questions, I didn't want to put anything in your head. The others look too big. They look too cumbersome. They look like I could hit a 9-9 that goes 135, but also I could hit that goes 165.
Yeah.
And that's just me saying that. We've not seen that, but it's a lot to do with the club. I feel like if you wanted to, you could shape more with these.
Yeah, that's what I've done with that second 9.
This is now 7 irons, at 2 away. It's a little tuggy.
Yeah.
Again, do you feel it still feel good?
That felt really nice. That probably get good distance on that.
Yeah. Not as good as the previous 7 iron, if I'm honest. But that wind has just chalked up a little bit.
That was off the toe a bit.
Off the toe? We'll go one more. We'll go one more. Now, even off the toe, do you feel like you still have confidence in knowing where that ball's going with these?
Yeah, it felt really nice. You feel like you're in control of the face. So I felt like, see with the stealths, it was like a one-way shot, if you know what I mean.
You feel you got more control with those?
Yeah, these are, you can mess around with these ones.
Right, hit one more. A little about the heel.
Yeah, not hitting that as well.
Don't worry, I mean, you're not going to hit them all good. Yeah, a little bit low on the numbers there. So that was only a 138 carry, but a bit of a miss hit, which you're gonna, when you miss hit it, you're gonna expect that carry to drop.
Yeah.
But in terms of looks, you're definitely thinking these are more superior, right?
Yeah.
I have to agree. The blade length is slightly a bit smaller, so factor that in if you're looking at the Max model over a normal, let's say, more middle range model. The blade length will always appear to be a little smaller and a bit more oversized, and also it's going to affect the leading edge as well, in the sense of the sole, and then what you see is that top line as well. If you don't like something that looks thick, this is always going to be a little bit more favourable. And I like the fact that you can't see the back edge.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Right, let's go 5.
5 irons.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Everybody so far, what one's everybody thinking? In the comments, let us know which ones you're preferring, overall looks, opinions. Remember, the others were 8.5, Gary gave it. I'm dying to know what you're going to think of these. Beautiful. Beautiful strike. That good, you knocked everything over. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 166 carry. That was a honey of a hit, wasn't it?
Oh, that was nice. Oh.
Oh. I feel for your hands. That's gonna... I'm just going to delete that one for everybody watching, just because that's going to really skew the data. A little thin, but okay. So overall,
yeah,
let's have an opinion.
Not hitting them as good, I don't think.
Not as good. No, you're not as good with these as you were with the Max model. So just to give you some look at this data here. So a bit of a spread. So your 9.9 is this one here. This is just says 9.9, 122. Carry average. I know you only hit 1, but which one is a bit of a baseline for today's conditions. Wilson 2 is the more middle range model. Wilson 1 is the Max. So actually you rip this one way further. I think you were a bit more like, yeah, you know what, I love the look of that, I can give that a rip.
Yeah.
So they went further. 7.9 you miss hit a few. And then actually, look at this, you hit one of them, 166, that first 5 iron. With this one here you've got right now, so the Dynapower, not the Max. You hit that 166, that first one there.
Yeah.
Very good. So, opinion, come on, rate me on them.
On these ones?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they're really nice. If I was hitting them better there, yeah, they would be more appealing to me than the chunkier ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
So, give me a mark. You were 8.5 with this, so these 9?
Yeah, I think these would be 9. Just based on not hitting them properly.
Yeah, it's difficult because it's cold.
But they look better, the sound was better.
I think personally for you and your career, at your point, trying to get lower and lower, these will be with you for longer.
Yeah.
If you went for something like that, which obviously I'm baseline looking at it right now, more consistent, which they're going to be, because the face and the blade is bigger, but I think that whole thing will be able to shape more shots, play more shots, not just always high launch, and you're going to get much more use out of them.
Yeah.
And just to hold these up here, what I really like is that the sort of detailing on the back here looks nice and smart. So the shelf appeal looks good. You've got a little bit more of a shiny area.
Yeah.
Then you've got the brushed area. There's not too much going on. I like the look of the dark greys, the blacks, and just a tiny bit of red. It's not too much in your face. Right, Gary, well, thank you for coming on. So you much prefer these?
Yes.
Right, there's our honest review of the brand new Wilson irons, the Dynapower irons, and the Max irons for 2025.